Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hello,
Oh my
hello.
God, hot damn, look at her. She's a cat. Oh God, wow.
Oh, God bless the bit of coal. I am here. Hello, hello, Linka. Hello, Senator. How are you doing? Hello, Sarah. Hello, hello. Hello, Atheist Paladin. How do you do? The noise warning. Oh, frick. The freaking booting screen still shows my freaking peeking. I was coughing a lot before. I was coughing a lot during the loading screen. Gah. The cat. Mini cat. Means she's getting up to some tomfoolery. I was looking at a couple of things. I I I I went and found a stream key. And was trying to look about streaming elsewhere as well. As you guys know, I was kind of curious about diversifying my space because I am super duper busy and I don't have time to like edit videos like Pudding does, and I don't have money to like hire Rianari to edit my videos on a regular. So like, you know, how else does an internet cat get around on the internet? I was thinking about streaming to more platforms. As of right now, you guys know that I'm streaming on Twitch and I'm streaming on YouTube. Uh, and I have never done so before, but I did have a Kick account that I needed to make to moderate Bell when he streamed on Kick for like a week or two. So like part of me is wondering, is this where we start trying to diversify our palette and find other platforms? And then I was trying to install TikTok.
So, how's the greatest cat in the whole multiverse doing today?
I'm still really sluggish today, if I'm being quite honest. I'm still being like really sluggish. I did work today, but then like I had some errands that I needed to do, but then I can't remember all of my errands. And like it was really nice. First of all, in the morning, it was kind of dreary and it looked like overcast. But then in the afternoon, it got really sunny and it actually looked really nice outside. So I really wanted to go out. But then like
Oh, tea cakes!
time kind of eluded me. And I was just like, I can't go out now, otherwise I'm gonna miss my stream, and I already postponed my stream. I already canceled my stream yesterday. Outlawed! Congratulations on surviving 16 months. Congratulations, Perp Dank Cat Live. I am here. I am trying to figure out if I want to be live in other areas as well. Just a normal day in the saloon. Yeah. Just you know, nothing sus behind the counter or anything. Just some salmon. Some salmon beer. I'm sure that tastes alright. We'll find out. Oh, and congratulations, Sarah, for being the fastest booper. Congratulations. Hello. Oh my god, it's Chicken! Chicken, hello! How do you do? 491? 491? I've missed so many weeks of the new season. All I know is that there was Star Wars, and I missed all of the chaos and the flying of the ships. I don't know if the chaos and the flying of the ships is still going on right now. I don't know. For night tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. For night. I want a new season over in a week. Holy frick! I barely saw anything of the new season. I didn't see any of it. I wanna look at all the spaceships and the chaos. Yeah, for night. Please. Hello. Just kidnap an editor. I wish. Ugh. They need to be compensated for their time. Even like Rianari actually had to cancel a lot of their comms because Rianari has new gerb, and like new gerb makes him very EP and tired. that he can't really work on things. So right now he's only doing something for my work. He's canceled all of his comms except for my work. Hi, game guy. But yeah, I wish I could have a dedicated video editor. Ow, ow, ow. Not yet, anyway. Kick is awful. I know Kick is awful, but also at the same time, I'm kind of worried about the Twitch landscape in terms of like I guess monetization and things like that. I hope things are okay, but I don't know. So diversify. I don't know if maybe I should just like start streaming more on YouTube, more like YouTube exclusive streams. Maybe just have like random yappies on YouTube or something. Force you guys to watch me on YouTube. Maybe. I do need to accomplish whatever thingy do hickey dallies I need on YouTube to get me monetized. What do I need on YouTube to get monetized? Kick is pure cringe? Yeah. Listen, and I know Kick tends to harbor a lot of those nuisance streamers that I like really, really, really hate. I would not do that. I don't care how many trolls come into my stream. I'll frickin' unleash Chicken onto them or something. I don't know. Chicken likes purging people, but I don't know if Chicken would be willing to like get a Kick account to go purge the little scrunglies. What is this? Oh. Let me see. Does Kick even have an audience? Are they still alive anymore? I forgot they existed, and then I was watching some person's video, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna try streaming on Kick," and I'm like, "Oh, I forgot that Kick was a thing." So I don't know. Finally. Truthfully, you haven't played too much of it. I haven't played a single session of it. I have not played none of it. But finally. Hey, Outlawed! You're going to Offkai, right? Kick is not known to have is not known to have a good reputation. Neither streamers nor audience. Not all are bad, but with how the site is run, it's like the Wild West. That's okay. We can go bounty on them hams. Short stream is still called Zoom. Why is it called Zoom? I thought I relabeled it. Oh, you know what? I didn't. I literally was just like reuse the thingies. Hold on. We still chillin'. Save. Blarg. Okay. 160 more subscribers, 4,000 watch hours over a year, 3 uploads over a year. So I assume we've got the uploads. How many subscribers do I have on that channel? Specifically the live channel. Where am I? Oops. Swap account. Yes, we have over, what'd you say? 160 subscribers. So it's just the watch hours that I need. Where's my track list? Does it tell me? Oh, here we go. Oh no, wait. Why is it telling me I need 500? Oh wait, hold on, no. Yeah. It tells me I need 500 subscribers. I have the 3 uploads. And then I either need watch hours or the shorts, which I'm not doing the shorts on the live stream channel. The shorts will be for the other channel. So I just need 3,000 hours on my live stream channel. And I need to somehow gain more subscribers on the live channel. Please like and subscribe on the live channel. Sounds so cringe to say that. Like and subscribe. You will not be attending Offkai. Butterfly and AK will be, though. Okay. You'll be attending somewhere else in July. Is somewhere else Anime Expo? Is the somewhere else Anime Expo? Possibly next year for Offkai though. Okay, with Offkai being such a big thing, you might try to make it next year. Yeah! Yeah! Big thing. Big grandiose events, hopefully. Odd, the horizontal YouTube stream is about a minute delayed, but short is fine. It's really crazy that it does that. I don't know why. Really curious. 340. Oh! You were doing the math for me. Never mind. I die. No, no. I'm going to redacted with AK in July. You're going to redacted? What is the redacted? In what July? In where? Why is AK going to so many conventions? Why is he going to so many conventions or events? I'll be at frickin' Anime Expo. But I need to situate. I need to figure out the staffing for that because my boss literally just kind of like he dropped it on me and was just like, originally he was trying to give me a skeleton crew and was just like, you can have 2 people, this person. Would you like this person? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take that person. Would you like this person? Yeah, sure, I'll take that person. And I also have somebody, i.e. Archie, that was wanting to do it. And then I kind of forgot that Archie said that he had a local friend that wanted to do it, but I could still take them. And then now my boss is telling me, oh, also you have 2 locations that you need to look out for because we have spacing elsewhere. And I'm like, huh? And then I asked him about the hours too. I'm just like, we have to, because we're in the entertainment hall, we have to have the long hours. And he's just like, yes, and confirm you have to be there for like the long hours, which means you have to do it in shifts. And I'm just like, I feel like I need more people than I do at the event. If that's the case, if I need to do shifts and like all that other stuff, I think I need more than just 2-3 people. And you want me to have events at another location. So I definitely need more than 3 people. Thank you, please. They are going to data expunged. Gah. Gah. How to enhance. Unredact. I know plenty that are saying YouTube streaming is harder to grow an audience as the algorithm does not promote live streams, and plenty say Twitch is bad because big corpa, but so is YouTube. Moderation on YouTube is harder. Yeah, that's the big thing. I wish YouTube would get their act together already. Come on. Where am I? And the site is ran by bots known to be broken half the time. Twitch is easier to moderate, but because it is still has human staff, bias is an issue. Yeah. Can we just have Nurasama like moderate? Nurasama has a filter, right? Filter is another AI. Can we just like hire Vettel to like make multiple filter bots to just fix everybody and make moderation tools easier for the humans? Was really bad. Tell him I said you need more people. That should do the trick. I asked. My boss was just like, and the way he messaged it was kind of funny because he was just like, what was it? Blag. He was just like, oh, you're running events at a different location. You need to do shifts. You need to figure it out. And I'm like, how many badges do I get? Only get 6. He can buy 4 more. Have Kevin run the events. 1 more to help him. They will I don't know, enhance not close to each other. Okay. I will write up a staff sheet. I will write up a staff sheet tomorrow. And I need to make shifts. God damn it. Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. You want the turtle to make his filter bot public? That'd be cool. Can he just like make his own streaming site so that way he doesn't need to worry about Nurosama getting banned for being unhinged? Can we make just a mass streaming site? Don't go putting people in the Matrix. But why not? Don't you want the blue pill? Which one was it? Was it the blue pill or the red pill? I haven't watched The Matrix. Do you not want the blue pill? Wait, hold on. Which pill made you stay in the Matrix? Don't you want the red pill? Don't you want the red pill? You two finally getting married? Who? Who? Who and who? Who's getting married? There's a wedding? Am I gonna marry somebody because I'm ordained and I can marry two people? Can I ordain? Can I be the ordained to marry? Can I put together your peach to your cobbler? Your cherry to your pie? Can I what? Spoilers, Lenka? What does that mean? Also, hello Hero, how are you doing? Are you actually ordained? I am actually ordained. I really am. I actually am ordained. I was bored one day and I decided to look up how to get ordained, and then I got ordained, and I've been ordained, but I've never married anybody. But I do have the ability to. So eventually when I have a good maybe afternoon, I'll make a whole bunch of assets and we could totally marry chat with each other. That's a plan that we have in the future. We're gonna maybe during the winter, right? Because I should be theoretically home more. So like maybe during the winter, I'll one of those days I'll get super bored and I'll make a whole wedding reception for you guys. It'll be so cute. The Donlets marrying the Donlets. Fun fact. That was the thinking behind Kick. By streamers for streamers. Shame streamers don't know how to run a streaming site. Bad. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate the streamers don't know how to run a streaming site. Gah. I need a hiccup. Blag. Okay. Anyway. What other things? What other things? I was bored and I ordained back again. That's literally how it went. I was just bored one night. And I'm like, how do I learned. Well, the first question I had was, how do people get married if they're not like Catholic, right? Because like I'm like theoretically I think I'm like Catholic born, right? And so like it was always like you go to a church to get married by a priest or whatever, and that was always what I heard. I died. But then I wondered, how does everybody else get married? Do priests just marry people who aren't Catholic and they're okay with that, or do they force them to become Catholic in order to marry them? And is it only and I'm just like, there's not everybody is Catholic. So how do the non-Catholics get married? And I kind of went down a rabbit hole of trying to figure out how did normal people get married. And the Catholic, the Church of the Catholics. Yeah, and then I realized regular people can be ordained and marry people. Because I think I watched a movie where it was just like a sibling was ordained and they could marry their sibling together with their spouse or whatnot. But like he was just a regular guy. He wasn't a priest or anything. He was just a regular guy. Normal people, one way to say it, everybody else. I don't know, everybody else. Walk into a court, request a marriage certificate. That's also true. The courthouse. I'm like, who? I think because it was like I was asking my sister one time. I'm like, what is the process of getting married? Because you essentially have to get married twice, right? Where it's like you get married the ceremony, you get the religious marriage ceremony, but that's not the same as the legal documents in the government marriage ceremony, and that really confused me. And I'm like, wait, what? What you mean the church wedding isn't like the official, like it's not it's not officially legal after that ceremony. You have to go to like the law. You have to go to the government to get it legal. Why do they make it arduous? Why can't the government offer weddings for everybody? Why are they separate? And how do they know that you held a ceremony? I guess for the longest time, I thought the ceremony was mandatory to make it legal. Uh, was what I understood. I thought you had to have like you had to have the ceremony, have all the witnesses to testify that you're married, and then that was like the legality of it. And then you get the paperwork, like they send it to you. Hey, we acknowledge that you had the ceremony then, but like I don't know. I didn't know you could just walk in and be like, "Yo, sup? We just want to get married." In the movies, it's always like, "Oh, we want to get married," and then some guy will just come out of the blue and be like, "Hello, I just so happen to be ordained," and they're like, "Oh, awesome! That's great. He's ordained. We got this," and then they just do it on the spot, right? Like anytime they have impromptu like weddings in movies, it's like, "Hello, I am actually ordained," like out of the blue. No, out of nowhere. I could be that person in the movies. Oh my god! So somebody out in the wilderness who literally like had like a friggin' in the movies when they have like a freaked out like ordeal or they go through some crazy hurdle and then they want to be spontaneous and they're like, let's get married now. Oh no, who do we find to marry us? And I could just pop out of nowhere and be like, hello, I'm ordained. I'm that person in the movies. I'm that person that could pop out and be like, hello. I now pronounce you, yo, not, I was supposed to say, I now pronounce you, yo mama and husbando. I thought we were at Church of that cake. What cake? The cake is a lie. You can have that cake and eat it too. You were baptized. Episcopalian. Escapalian. Which is basically Catholic light. Same religion, but half the guilt. Now, as a non-believer, you got ordained in HS. Are you ordained too? To officiate a friend's marriage, but oh no, they broke up. Now you're atheist. That's a member of the Universal Life Church. Hey, me too! Based out of California. Wait, does mine have to have does mine have a location? Is it a location-based thing? Backup. A backup for all occasions. Exactly. The cat is about to go troll around wedding ceremonies now. Friggin' no, it needs to be like those spontaneous acts of romance where it's just like, oh, what was a good one where it's just like there was just some random ordained guy. I don't remember. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen those movies? There are different ways to get married. Ordained union, blessed by a religious group leader, state government, and even natural. Consummate. Need to hang out around people. Date spots. Oh, popular date spots. It literally just gave me eHarmony. Wait. Where do I propose to my girlfriend? Okay. Okay. Beach proposal. Scavenger hunt. A family gathering. Hot air balloon. Candlelit rooftop dinner. Bonfire night. A mountain hike. Involve your pets. Breakfast in bed. I could totally hang around beaches. Oh! Emu. Even better, stalk couples until they want to marry. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a budding romance. Just be that third wheel. Ship your friends until they get together. You know, I could have. Ria and Nari didn't know that I was ordained. They got somebody from the bride's family to get ordained so that they could marry them. They got somebody from the bride's family to get ordained, but they didn't know that I was already ordained. Could have saved them some trouble. I was already ordained. I could have married them. Maybe when renewing their vows or something. Do they need somebody that's ordained to renew their vows? This is a weird rabbit hole we're going down. Or become a hot air balloon operator. I know, right? I could become a hot air balloon operator. Hold on. Let me now look. Hot air. I don't see any hot air balloons. Do they exist? Like, where does one find hot air balloons here? Balloon tours. Oh my god. Do they actually have, like, hot air balloons? I've never been in a hot air balloon before. I want to go in a hot air balloon. Holy frick. I've never seen hot air balloons, like, in person. Where they exist here. I've never seen them operate. What is this? Why is this 24 hours? That's not real. This one's kind of cool. How much does it cost to go in an air balloon? Becca, every time Belle has a girlfriend, I'm ordained, you know. Hey, who's your new gal? Does she know I'm ordained? Whenever you guys are ready, I'll be here. Look it up on Indeed. Most balloons probably belong to corpos. The amount of skills that the cat has to get in order to ordain a marriage is quite fascinating. What do you mean the amount of skills? You mean learning how to operate a hot air balloon? Hot air balloon stream when? That'd be amazing, actually. How far do you think I get reception in the air? Like, do you think I could get reception up in the air? How does internet reception work? How high are those towers? How high in the sky can they give me reception, do you think? Holy frick. What is this? It's like $300. Why is there two different? There's sunrise shared basket rides. It's $275. Sunset is where it's at. Apparently sunset is more romantic. Sunset shared basket rides is $375. It's literally $100 difference between sunrise and sunset. And if you're doing it it's also per person. So to do for two people would literally be like $750. To propose. Oh my god, this basket is so tiny. Can't I just make my own hot air balloon? Like, I just need a basket. Like hold on. We've made this in Rust. We can make this. We can reverse engineer this. We can make hot air balloons in Rust, which means we should probably be able to make this in real life, right? So, I just need a basket. What is the hot air balloon made of? Just cloth? Like, I get a bunch of tarps. Is it plastic tarps? It doesn't look like plastic. Like fabric. I mean, it's doable. It's kind of doable. Like a parachute? How much is a parachute? Hold on. Let's take a look. Parachute price. I want one of the old fashioned, the like balloon parachutes. White round parachute. $223.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. So a round white parachute that's pre-owned is like $223. That's like the top of my hot air balloon, and then we need to finish it out so it makes a whole balloon, and then we need like a giant torch, right? To heat the balloon. Hot air balloon stream would be sick. Actually, it'd be really cool. It would be really cool. But I don't know if you guys would be able to see much because you guys have an action camera and everything would be so far away and itty bitty tiny. You might need satellite internet. You mean like, what is it called? Starlink? Would I need to strap a Starlink to my bag? How? Oh, you guys said like Starlink is super expensive too, isn't it? Do not make your own hot air balloon. It will not go well. Okay, well, hold on. I want to buy a hot air balloon. People surely own hot air balloons, right? It's like owning horses. You could buy a hot air balloon and like stable it somewhere. Put it in a stable. Buy hot air balloon. Never mind. We don't need to buy a hot air balloon. There's no reason for us to buy a hot air balloon. For $85,000. Reaching up to $175,000. We don't need to buy a hot air balloon. You don't need a license, right? You don't need a license to operate a hot air balloon, do you? Purchasing, oh my god, pathways to piloting a hot air balloon. So how can you get behind the burners of a hot air balloon? There are a few pathways. Purchasing your own balloon. The most straightforward way to get into a hot air balloon, hot air ballooning is buying your own balloon. This option gives you the freedom to fly whenever you wish, but it also comes with the responsibility of maintaining and storing the balloon. Okay. Question. Just, you don't need a license? Like anybody could just go into the air? Like how high did these go? Isn't there like, there's no issues with like airplane routes or anything like that? Like that's why you have to be a specific, like balloon training schools. Oh my god, there's schools for this. For those who are serious about learning to pilot a balloon, but are not ready to purchase one, attending a balloon training school is an excellent choice. These schools provide comprehensive training and you'll fly in the school's balloons as part of your education. And the third way...
Oh, tea cakes!
Gonzalez, congratulations on surviving 19 months. Congratulations. Let me see. Trading crew hours for flying hours. What's crew hours? Another unique aspect of the ballooning community is the opportunity to trade crew hours for flying hours. What does that mean? This involves volunteering as ground crew for experienced pilots. In exchange, many pilots are willing to offer training or flying time. It's a great way to learn the ropes and immerse yourself in the ballooning culture. Okay. We gotta find a ballooning company that will allow me to be their Padawan. That will allow me to be their Padawan. Whoa! What does being on the ground consist of? I'm sure it's just like lugging around things, right? Ow! What'd I do? Where am I? I'm sure you could ask outdoorsy streamers how they do it. They probably go find a company and just go in it. Let's be real. The cost of construction and the permissions and permits and licenses needed to build and then operate would probably exceed the cost of just paying for a ride. Google hot air balloon regulations. There's probably regulations for real, for real. Don't forget you need to transport the thing. Which thing? The Starlink or the hot air balloon? You mean it doesn't all just stuff into the basket and you could just carry the basket? How big is the basket? How heavy could the basket be? Find one? Take? Yes? It's an aircraft? Needs license. Freckles. Becca's car would have trouble driving it. The air has restrictions. Exactly, the air does have restrictions, which is why I'm just so confused. That's why they make it sound so easy. You'll basically have to be like a drone operator. Okay. I need an FFA. Oops. You just imagine a hot air balloon that looks like Becca's head just lazily drifting through the sky. Ah. The other one, the big face, the chibi. The chibi. My sensor button. Away from power lines. Oh. Power lines. That is a thing that exists everywhere. I'm sure they will teach me that. Maybe trailing a subscribe banner. Yeah, subscribe for more. I need 160 subscribers. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Maximum altitudes. Becca's new obsession, ballooning. I don't think I'll get into ballooning. I don't think I'll get into ballooning unless I find a willing hot air balloon business that is willing to let me volunteer my services to help them on the groundwork in exchange for taking me up into the sky. Barf. Flying is scary. It depends on size of basket. Some can be 1,000 pounds. Sounds like a lot. The boar balloon! No, wait, you're so right. The boar balloon. I can't afford to hire a video editor. Also, Becco, how do I get a hot air balloon? I need it. I can just make my own. I'll just grab all my blankets and towels in my house and tie them together. I'll stitch them together, make a giant balloon that's large enough just for me. How big of a balloon does it need to require to carry one Becco, right? How big does a balloon need to be to carry like X amount of weight? You know what I mean? What anime or K-drama causes obsession with hot air balloons? What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about friggin' trying to catch people to marry them. Trying to show off the fact that I'm ordained, like in the movies, and come out of a bush and be like, hello, I'm actually ordained. I can marry you right now on the spot. Let's get you guys married. You've seen many of hobby airborne machines meet their doom to power lines. It sounds quite frightening, actually. It sounds quite frightening. Becca creating the house from up. How many balloons would it take to carry me? Surely people have been bored enough to figure out the science that I don't need to do this. How many balloons to lift a person? Okay, I would need about 5,000 balloons. Convert your weight into grams and then divide by 14. How many balloons you would need? You will need around... Okay, hold on. Apparently there's actually an equation. How do I, hold on. I don't know if I'm doing this right. That doesn't seem right. Why is that not? Huh? Oh, the other way around. Okay. That also doesn't seem right. Hold on. What did it say? Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. So... according to this, it would take
For you in
4...
this case, Beko, you'll only need 1 or 2 balloons because of your size. Please don't tickle me for that.
At least I'd be economic. You? Like, what? Imagine trusting your life to your own fabrication skills and planning. I'm a good planner. Mythbusters did it. I feel like a lot of people have done it now. But according to this math equation, it would take 4,000, like, 200 balloons-ish. Let's watch hot air balloons versus power lines. Oh my god. Does this actually exist? There probably is videos on there. 1 balloon of helium to lift an entire beko. Wah. 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 I wonder how big. Hold on. Let me look at YouTube. Let's go YouTube. Hot air balloon. Honestly, oh, yep. There's a hot air balloon restaurant. Do we have footage of just like enjoying? Oh my god. Hold on. Where's my view YouTube? Balloon dinner. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. No, don't play music. How do I make you stop playing music? Stop it. Look at this. Look at that. They just dangle you from the knucking basket. They're dangling you from the knucking basket. I would totally do this. Yes. And then if those are parachutes, I hope those are parachutes. Like you dine and dip, right? You dine and dip right there. If those backpacks are parachutes, nom 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 nom, and then just dip. Can't believe there's an adorable cat girl in the way. Hi. Hi. Oh. Oh, I should also probably put this away. Wait. Hold on. Oh god, okay. Well, that's just gonna stay there now forever. My patches, I've listed my patches and stuff on my coffee. Where's my coffee? Blag. Do I have my link to my coffee? Can I find my coffee? Coffee. You got an email from Coffee about it? Oh, did you really? Do I have a coffee link? I don't. Oh frick, I do. Oh wait, do I? Is that my correct coffee link? Hold on. I think that's the incorrect coffee link. Let me check. Oh no, it is. It's correct. Okay, it does go to my correct coffee. Time to make a coffee account. It is there. It is available. There you go.
tcakeproductions.com.
Also, what if you just stuck the patches and pins to your model like that? Just I need like a PNG to just wear of my pins. There you go. I don't believe pins go in the hair like this, but we're just gonna pretend that it does. JPEG, no PNG, just a full-on block like this. Also, the coffee was updated to have a new goal, by the way. So the coffee has a new goal. I still owe for the last coffee goal that was reached, which was camping, the camping stream, the very, very first ever camping stream. It's a little bit complicated to try to get Nero to go camping, because she needs to like plan ahead and drive like all the way down to where I am, and we live like literally 5 hours away from each other. So it's a little bit more difficult. So instead, I'm gonna swap it out for Belle, and if I get all of my top case painting done, we could look forward to doing the camping next week, I believe. Next week, if I get all of my painting and stuff done, we could look forward to camping next week. I don't know yet if I'm gonna be doing moto camping or not, because Belle doesn't really have any gear or equipment, or like he has some gear. He has some gear, but he doesn't really have like things to strap it to his bike. So it might just be easier to do car camping if that's the case. So yeah, that might be a thing. Road trip, road trip. So if you're dining in the air, what happens if you need to use the bathroom? Don't use the bathroom. Who uses the bathroom during dinner? Just don't drink that much. Or I guess if no. Throw Belle into the wilds? No. Carping. Belle Bear's gonna eat him. The first camping is not gonna be like so much in the wilderness, right? But I have selected a spot that's like it's on a farm and the horses are free roaming. So my hope is that we get harassed by the horses the entire time we're there. I think there's like horses and goats on the farmland, and they free roam the area that you farm or that you camp in. And so I'm hoping they like come and harass us like throughout the day or something like that. Belle versus the Wild Smart. Okay, looking at the budget, you can get one patch right now. Should it be the Indomination one? That's up to you. You can always wait. You can wait. Wait. You can save up the money. Belle gonna get beat up by the goat? We'll see. I'm kind of worried about the horse and the goats free roaming, because I'm reminded of like the goats at the last place that I stayed at, the Airbnb with Nero, and like how the goat droppings were like tiny pellets, and it kind of makes me wonder if the ground is gonna just be covered with like goat pellets and whatnot. And I mean, you know, granted, I guess we have the tarp that we'll put down first to protect the tent from any pellet droppings. Maybe it is, but that's nature. Yeah. Gah. Let me look at more. Look, I want videos of like the actual, like, this is like an actual kitchen on a hot air balloon, and they have like the kitchen just hanging off of the basket like that, just all willy-nilly. Look at that. 5-course dinner. Where are they keeping all of this stuff? Like, where do they keep this stuff? 5-course dinner. It's such a tiny basket. Holy frick. Where's all the food stored? Look at that tiny little cup. Oh, I guess Mr. Beast did something. He did a dinner. In the Sky Michelin Star Chef Hot Air Balloon Experience. Oh. For thousands of dollars? This experience cost you thousands of dollars? To be in the balloon? And to be cooked a meal? Hold on. What does the layout look like? Give me this layout. Okay. So she's like dangling off the edge of the basket. This basket has a table, and like she's just kind of dangling off the edge. Dude, isn't it windy up in the sky, by the way? And you expect like all of these things to just be chill? Isn't it windy in the sky? And like nappies and stuff. Oh, they put baskets up in the balloon? The balloon is the oven? Yo! But wait, if the balloon's the oven, what about the grease that just drips down on top of your head? Wait, what about all of the food droppings that comes down onto your head? Hold on a second. What? Let's see. Camping in poop. Everything is covered in poop. They're keeping it off camera, maybe in a container hung in the... Shut up! Imagine dropping a full plate of food. Someone is gonna have a bad day or a really good meal. One of those things is true. Very cold. The balloon is moving with the wind. Exactly. So it should be really, really windy and stuff. And like all of the napkins and all of the flames and the cooking should be like moving about and whatnot. Of course, it's Mr. Beast. The grease drippings are part of the $10,000 experience of the course. God, no. Becco can't fathom a grease trap. Was there grease traps in those little baskets that they were sending up into the balloon? Oh my god. A one-person air balloon. How much does it cost? It's home built. It's home built, guys. This is what I need. This is what I need to make for myself. It's already moving with the wind, so the air is functioning motion. Ah, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense, I guess. You are the wind. You are with the wind. You are the wind. Look at this. That looks kind of fun. He can like astronaut bounce. I want enough balloons to just be able to astronaut bounce, to just like jumpies, to do like hoppies, and then just like be like the same gravity as the moon. I think that'd be so fun, and I wouldn't need any air regulation because I'd still be like grounded, right? But just enough to like jump like a tick or something, right? To have the jump height of a tiny little tick, and maybe enough balloons to just like leap over tall buildings in a single bound. Wouldn't that be cool? Hot air balloons can control their altitude to avoid having the basket in high winds. Ah, I guess that's true. Okay. I want him in the air.
All right.
Oh, frick, you're talking to me. Stop talking to me. I need to see this. I need to see this at ×2 speed because I'm impatient like this. This says extreme dining in the
Ads
sky.
are dropping in 2 minutes.
Give me... There we go. Okay, so this has to be a massive... Oh, it's not a balloon. Is that a balloon? They get strapped in. No, wait, there's drones involved. Wait, are they? No, it's just a crane. Is it just a crane? It's just a crane. They're strapped in with seat belts. There's no bathrooms. They're literally... Look at the wind. Look at the napkins just flapping about. Oh no, the napkins are just gonna fly all over the place. They consider the littering that happens if they take a napkin and then just put it down and then it just flies right off. Oh no. Oh, they get to recline. Nobody's like even looking down. So this is just a windy dinner. This is just oh, I like that the chairs can swivel. You know, if I'm being honest, the chair swiveling is kind of fun. They have to be seat belted pretty hard. Look at this guy. He's oh my god, what was on fire there? Oh, interesting. I bet this costs a lot of money to be lifted by a crane. It sounds like I'm dissing it, but also I'd still do it. But not for like thousands of dollars. Not for like thousands of dollars. Is this in Dubai? Where's Tom Cruise climbing the sides? Oh my god. Worst she can say is no. Becca, OMG, it's talking to me. Stop talking to me! Oh my god, why is it talking to me? Okay. Holy frick. What was that? Why did they build it out of a gamer chairs? I don't know. Probably for safety and security. Is that chat? Where? Rich people always confuse you. Just eat in a tree like the rest of us. Imagine being hit by a dust storm. I know, right? They probably don't operate it in a dust storm. Let's be real. They probably don't operate it in a dust storm. You could get rent. You could go rent a crane and steal a picnic table right now for like 300 bucks. Wait, but don't you need a license to operate a crane properly? Don't you need a license to operate a crane properly? Let's go back. Just like how you need a forklift license. Like, I was hoping for a full dinner of like, or not a full dinner, sorry, a full video about hot air balloon.
ADSR running for 180 seconds.
Hot air balloon dinners. Oh no, what is this? Oh no, what is this? Is this real? Is this AI or is this real? Is this real? This is not real. Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Hold on. What is all this stuff coming out of the hot air balloon? This isn't real. Is it real? This is not real, is it? That's not real. What is all that stuff coming off of it? What is all this stuff coming off of it? I don't get it. This is not real. This is not real. This is AI. This is AI. This has to be AI, right? This is not real. This is not real. What is all this stuff coming off of it? This is not real. This is not real. This is not real. Yeah, they don't explode like balloons. Do not explode like this. No, you don't need to be certified to operate a forklift. Only on OSHA work sites. Really? You don't need to be certified? I thought you do. Depends on the size, but licensing is more of a professional formality on private land. Okay, hold on. Hot air balloon. Crash, I guess. Oh no. 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 No, we kind of don't want to watch this. No. No. When hot air balloons go wrong. No. These are kind of... no. This is like nightmare fuel, or at least it will be, I think. Let me move myself over here next to you guys. Balloon involved in the accident had 21 people. Yellow. We gotta see when bad things happen. It's for educational oh, what the frick is going on here? Did somebody fall out 1,000 feet? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't have like the video playing at all, or like the audio, so like we just have to like understand from the pictures. But I can I think I'm gleaming that somebody fell from it and they were a ball of fire. Let me see. That's fake as heck. It's dumping horse debris. Yeah, I was just like, there's no way. You almost... What is that? You almost killed... You were almost killed by a hot air balloon? What happened? It wrapped around a flagpole. and the basket full of people swung at you. It was that low? It was that low? Holy frick. Probably just a bunch of Wilhelm screams. Something like that.
Absurdist
Or-
Scribbler has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
Or more appropriately, the Thank you so much for the hydration. Hot air balloons, by the way, was not the topic I was originally thinking about talking about. I was literally going to talk more about the conventions. Just so you guys are aware of like how derailed the yapping session has become. Just blame chat. It's our fault. It's our fault. Don't worry about it. You've yet to meet anyone else almost killed by a hot air balloon. Don't let that be. but hot air balloon. Just blame chat. Convention talk time. Yeah, convention talk time. But also, I should probably have something fun playing in the background. That hopefully will not get me like freaking copyright strick. Hold on. What are we? Playback speed. Make the playback speed like a bajillion. Make it like 2. And if we're having a fun background, jingle the keys. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Okay. Let's talk about more convention stuff. While jingling keys in front of you. You like that? Are you guys thoroughly distracted? Are you guys thoroughly distracted? Okay. Let me think. You hear that? It's all No Lenka's fault. Speak for yourself. You had nothing to do with it. I can see Lenka. I can see Lenka. I will DM Lenka. I will DM Lenka. Finally, peak Beko time right here. This is what it's all about. It's almost like you can imagine hearing the sound of the jingling, right? It's almost like you can imagine hearing it. Your ADD millennial keys don't work on you. What do you mean? You're not getting the What do you mean you're not getting the talk? No, it's more so I just wanted to ask about the thing that we had discussed about like however time ago and how you how you are. How are you doing? Dead. For like scooter stuff, scooter things and stuff. I'm dead. Yeah, this is me. I am dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me think. I got into Chicago. So as you guys know, I was in Chicago. We did Chicago things. I had what I think is Chicago pizza. I don't know if it was authentic Chicago pizza. I did not have a portadellos. I don't know what it was called again. I did not have portadellos. I did kind of have never mind, I lied. I did kind of have portadellos. But for my first Chicago meat shank sandwich, I did have it the most basic way possible, the most vanilla way possible, I believe. I don't understand, but I was introduced to the fact that there is something called wet style sandwiches, in which they just let the sandwich soak in its own juices. And that is tasty. Although I don't usually prefer to have soggy wet sammies. it was tasty. It was, and the meat was quite nice and succulent. However, when I had the portadellos, was it portadellos? I don't remember what the place is called. The chain. It was mid. It was very mid. It was nothing compared to whatever the first place was that I had. Wet. Your print finished. Hey, your print finished. I still need to find the print. Cause I asked my 3D modeler guy, and he said that he doesn't have it anymore. So I need to look at my old files on my old computer. I need to look at my old files to see if I have those files. I have them somewhere. I'm sure I do. T-Town. If you got your Italian beef dry, you're just studying me? No, this time I had a somebody that was local, and I was just like, I need to have it whatever the traditional way is, whatever the most authentic way is, right? They did ask if I wanted like jalapenos or something in there, and I'm like, please no jalapenos, no spicy, whatever the most basic form without spicy. So they just gave me, it was like just the Italian beef and wet. Yeah. I had it moist. The most moist. Yes. The wetness. Was the cheese under the sauce? I don't remember. I don't actually remember if there was cheese. If I did have cheese, I think I had something. I had maybe mozzarella. I don't know. Portillo's. That's what it was. Portillo's. It's mid. Portillo's was very mid compared to whatever the first place was. The chain, the Fleetwood Mac. I don't think I've had that one. Next Yap stream, can we get a Subway Surfer? Subway Surfer? You want me to? Oh my god. Can I play Subway Surfer while yapping at the same time? Also, like low key, guys. I've been really craving wanting to play the Bluey video game because hi. Hi. Yo, congratulations on surviving 45 months. Congratulations. I'm just talking about wet sandwiches. And jingling keys. We're jingling keys in front of chat. But anyway, I really want to play, like, with all of the Bluey that I've been consuming lately because of convention season. So I like consume Bluey at the end of the day after conventions. For some reason, that just feels good to me. Because Chia put it on when I went to a convention with her. And I've just been continuing that ever since. And so Bluey's been pretty hard on my mind. I don't know why. Dude, some episodes of Bluey hit really hard. I don't know if you guys have seen Bluey episodes, but like, what episode was I watching? Some episodes hit pretty damn hard, man. And it's just like, damn, what the frick? The messaging is kind of like really mess. And it's just like, what the frick? Where was I? Oh, freaking the freaking Bluey video game. But like, I don't feel like, how much is this Bluey video game? I'm in one of those moods where I really want a game, but I also don't want to pay full price, and I'd rather wait for it to go on sale. Bluey. And I don't think holy frick. I was about to say, like, I don't think it's gone on sale, but it's literally 25% off right now. It's like $40 is default price, and it's currently $30. I don't want to pay $30. How long is this game? Does it warrant me playing? I want it more on sale. Is that bad of me? I want it more on sale. Wet sandwich? Yeah, I had wet sandwiches. Bluey video game, next stream idea. I really want to. I really want to just subject you guys to just me playing Bluey. Is that wrong? Is that wrong that I want to subject you guys to playing Bluey? Dude, this guy jingles these keys for like an hour. Do you think his hand is do you think his hand is just tired? Like, he committed to doing this for an hour straight. He committed to this for an hour. This video is an hour long, by the way. And he's just doing this for an hour. He recorded himself doing this for a whole hour. like a sloppy Joe, like Chicago style Italian beef sandwich, and then they roll their sandwich and they soak it in the vat of its juices, and then they give that to you, you know. Is it like a sloppy Joe? Is that what a sloppy Joe's like? You ate Bluey? I did not eat Bluey. You've used Bluey in the classroom for like body break videos. What is body break? And other stuff? What do you mean by body break? Sleepy Time? The Sign? I don't think I've seen those ones. I think one of the recent episodes that I saw was the one where frickin' Muffin was in an in-between period and he skipped a nap and he's literally on like crack. He is literally like insane. He's on drugs and is just mentally dying. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, but there was another one that I recently watched. I'm trying to remember what it was called. There was like where Bluey goes camping and makes a friend. I think that speaks French, but they don't speak the same language. And they had a lot of fun. And then they left, and then Bluey was sad. But then Bluey came back again when she's like older, and then they see each other again. And I'm just like, ship them, they're getting married, god damn it. They're getting married, right? You like the doctor episode? The one with the tail that waggles? The tail that waggles? The Bluey game is better with friends, but a bit buggy, is it? Have you played it already? Does it mean you've played it? You know what the game is like? I have no idea what the game is like. Super Earth needs you, Becco? Are you inviting me to play Helldivers? Ooh, I still haven't played it. I still have yet to have a full-on Super Earth experience. What is this? What link did you send? I'm streaming! Best character? Who is this? What did you link? What did Scribs link? What did you link here?
Unicorn.
Oh, dude, that episode was so... The freaking puppet episode was like... Dude, that was... I understood it as cool, but like I tried to imagine it from like a child's perspective, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh my god, like as a child I would kind of be a little bit disturbed, you know what I mean? I'd be a little bit disturbed that like that would force some sort of existential crisis of like, am I being puppeted, right? You're getting children to imagine, what if they're actually being puppeted? What if they don't have control over themselves and somebody is puppeting them? You know what I mean? It's a loop. Oh, is there flickering or something? Also, Bluey game ain't that great. You can probably finish it in a single stream. Damn, that's disappointing. Yeah, I don't want to pay full price for it. I want to wait for it to go on sale. How do you know it's not looped? I don't know. I don't. I really don't know if it's not looped. I have it on ×2 speed as well. Back, welcome back. A true video creator would jingle for an hour, not the loop. Yes, I would commit to the full hour. Like if a grade 2 class needs a break from work, getting up and dancing, moving around, etc. Mom! That gets stuck in my head pretty bad. Muffin is a girl. Is Muffin a girl? I don't know what genders any of them are, except for Bluey and Bingo are girls. And then everybody else is kind of like, I just gotta
Prove to yourself
guess.
you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the HELLDIVERS.
That was me, my freaking... Did it spell it? Because it's all capitals. You screamed it. You love that episode? Your chaos? Jean-Luc? Jean-Luc! Yes. You love that episode? You love every episode the dad brings the sock puppet? Wait, the sock puppet comes up more than just the one? Are you telling me the sock puppet comes up more than just the one episode? Huh? Huh? I didn't know that. Posted your fresh print in the Discord. Ooh. You should just make a channel for all of your prints at this point. All of your wonderful, wonderful prints. Hey! Are there prints you could do for like Vespas? Like scooter attachment prints? Do they have that? Could you... Never mind. I was thinking in my head, I've been trying to shop around for like... I don't have a license plate frame, right? At the convention, there was only... They had like a couple of booths that had like license plate frames, but they were all for cars. The really cute decorated ones was for cars, and I guess I could have gotten one for Freckles, but I really wanted one for Sasha. And there was only one booth that had one, that had a couple for like motorcycles. But they were just like standard shape and just prints of like food, like cow pico, which, you know, I'm all for that, but it wasn't interesting enough for me. And I don't know. I wonder if I could ask Prozer, who's my 3D modeler, if he could make... Well, what size can you print at, by the way? Because I don't know what orientation it would print at. And maybe I could ask Prozer if they could model like a motorcycle license plate frame and then have it printed, and then I could paint it. Maybe. But then maybe that's not gonna look the way I want it to. I don't know. There were some really cute license plates frames at the convention. Some really, really cute ones. You think it can treat all caps as spelling? Yeah, as lettering. We've been trying to get back on Helldivers for ages. She never gets into the game. I'm either really, really busy. Like, you want me to get into the game when I'm working. During the work day, when I'm working. You don't ask when I'm not working. You ask when I'm working. Do we trust the cat with high explosive ordnance and high power shoulder fired small arms? Yes. But not the hand toss explosives. All of the above, but not the hand toss ones. Probably shouldn't trust me with those ones. We've got experience and footage and proof that that's probably not a good idea. Yes, absolutely. Put the flames on the scooters. Put the flames on the scooters. There are printable accessories for everything. Ah! Pretty sure a license plate frame would fit. I don't want a license. Well, what do you mean? Which license plate? On your thingy? I don't know I don't know how big your print bed is. Hot. I need to sneeze. Going back to convention talk, I think I told you guys, right? I told you guys about what happened during setup for the Chicago convention, and I didn't really think anything of it. So like, in the Chicago convention, we had two different booths. We had the main booth, and then we had my booth that I was going to be in charge of. And I couldn't set up my booth because I was waiting for drapage and tablecloths for my tables, because a lot of my stuff needed to be on top of the tables, and I couldn't unpack or place anything on the tables until I got my drapage. And so another thing that we were stressing about was that we also didn't have signs for my table, and so that was just something that we were stressing about. And then randomly, some random person comes running by our booth, drops off some signs, and it's just like, your boss owes me $50. And we're like, what? What? And so, like, you know, I get down and I take a look at it, and I'm like, ah, these are my signs. I'm like, oh my god, glorious, yes. They were my signs that I wanted to have. I got a couple of them. There was only like 3, I think it was like 3 different signs. So I was like, I have my signs. And I was like squatting down, and I proceeded to build my signs. But like, as I'm squatting down, I can see from the corner of my eye, like behind me, you know, one of the convention staff people, they were in one of those carts where like they tote things around. They were basically in a cart, like a driving cart, transporting things to and fro from the convention. However, this person, this guy, parked his cart right behind me, and I didn't really think anything of it. And I just kept building my sign because I was just more excited about the sign. I was just more and more excited about the sign, and I'm just building it. And like, Kevin was there, and he was watching me build the sign. And I'm like, yeah, look at this, Kevin. And I'm just sitting there and everything like that. And at one point, in order to finish the sign, I had to get back up. So like, I stood up, and I kind of whirled around me. I turned around, and the guy in the cart, because I got up, and I guess because I whirled around, he decided to like say something. And he's just like, oh, don't mind me. I'm just admiring your Asian squat. And I'm just like, oh, like, basically the guy that was behind me the entire time, he was there. He was still there. I didn't really continue to think anything of it. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't really think anything of it until he said anything. Because he was there for about 15 to 20 minutes. I was squatting there for 15 to 20 minutes building the sign. And then when I got up, I still would have thought nothing about it until he started telling me that he was just admiring my Asian squat. So I was just admiring your Asian squat. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's just like, oh, I've been trying to do an Asian squat for like all of my life, and it's just so difficult. But you do it perfectly, you know. You Asians, you just take it for granted that you could do the Asian squat. You have perfect form. You've got it. You've got it perfect. And I'm just standing there. I'm just like, and he keeps going. He keeps continuing about how, like, I guess when you're older or something, like, the Asian squat is like so beneficial to like an elderly body, and then he just kept going on about like how I've got it down perfectly and whatnot, and it just went on. The conversation went on for like, I don't know, 3, maybe 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then after that interaction, he then drove off. He only drove off because, you know, I don't know, maybe it started getting awkward. I finished building this. I didn't finish building the sign, actually. After that interaction, I think I proceeded to just tuck the sign into the bag, like what I had made. And then I was just like, Kevin, let's go. Let's go to lunch. Let's go. Let's go to lunch. And like, I didn't think it was that weird, right? I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird in the sense of like, oh, I'm sorry. I can do an Asian squat and you cannot. Like, I thought it was weird in that sense. But then when we went to lunch with everybody else and my boss was there, and I was telling my boss, because I thought it was just a funny interaction. I was telling my boss about it, and he was grotesqued by it. He was just like, no. He was just like, oh, no. And it wasn't until I heard, like, his reaction and everybody else's reaction that I'm just like, Oh, was that a really bad interaction? Was that a really bad interaction? I didn't think about it that way. I just thought it was really awkward. I just thought it was really awkward. But everybody else was pretty appalled that this guy was like staring at me squat for like 20 minutes. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Freaking. What an odd thing to say. It was a really odd thing to say. Is this how Becco flirts? How? How I flirt by Asian squatting? Skill issue. Could not Asian squat. It was kind of on my mind for a little bit, and I'm just like, huh, how many people can actually Asian squat and how many people cannot? I guess I do take it for granted that I can Asian squat, that it is just perfectly normal for me.
Cute cat spotted. PS 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 PS.
Hi, Archie! Archie, you can Asian squat, right? Yes. Obviously. Archie, I had a guy at the convention who sat there watching me from behind for like 15 to 20 minutes, and then when I got up and turned around, he said, "Oh, don't mind me. I was just admiring your Asian squat." Man was basically looking at your butt for an unprompted amount of time, so yeah, very appalling. I didn't think about it. I didn't register it like that. I really didn't. I just thought I was too hooked on I was too hooked on the fact that like he was talking about my Asian squat, and I didn't think about it that way. When are you gonna come visit so I can buy sushi again? You found a new place? I don't know when. I don't know when. I'm trying to think. You're gonna kill him in my... So Archie, your job is to make sure to protect the staff at Offkai from onlookers who are envious of Asian squatting. I don't know which one of our members can Asian squat, but be on the lookout for Asian squatter lookers. Asian squatter lurkers? Is that what they're called now? Asian squatter lurkers. And this is why we don't leave Becca. Kevin was there, but Kevin didn't realize what conversation was going on until like after I told him, but he did confirm with everybody else at lunch that the guy was there for that amount of time. Like he saw the guy and he thought it was weird. He did think it was weird, but like he didn't hear like the conversation he was having with me. But he did, yeah, he confirmed. He was like, yeah. Now knowing what the conversation was, the context of him sitting there for that long, really unnerves Kevin. Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger. I don't know when I'll be in town.
It's salungguhit misalungguhit. Archie has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
Thank you. It probably won't be until next year because I have travel plans all booked up all year. All the way. I have travel plans all over the place. Are you gonna go to Offkai? Are you gonna go to Offkai? You have been seen. Was it? You have on scene commanded. You have to work, sadly. Maybe once you get to be a bigger Vtuber. Vtuber. Oh, on scene command. On scene command. I don't think we'll have any problems at Offkai. I don't think we'll have any problems, but yeah. Yeah. That's okay. We got them boys. I wanted to get some hoppies made, but obviously with a month beforehand, there's like not enough time at all or anything. But I have to get that graphically made, and that means either I'm making it or I need to commission somebody else to make it. I want to make it, but also at the same time, I know I'm like super busy and it's gonna take forever. Archie, ready to defend till they run. Then he sends you down to hunt them. Yeah. I had to do schedule shifts for off Kai because of how long the hours were. I had to split you and Archie up so you guys aren't on the same shift because you guys are the same role. Just so you guys know. You guys are the same role, so I had to split that up. I'll be posting the schedule soon for you guys. Means lay a man out on a dirt road after we show him our kitty bang bang. No, beloved Archie, you can't get into tomfoolery. Oh no! You guys are the same role. I had to split you guys up. But Pudding said the same thing. Because I had to split Pudding and Avi up. I'm like, technically you guys are the same role. You're both like POS. I need to split you guys up. And Pudding's like, no! But the hours are so long. I wouldn't want to subject you guys to like super duper long hours. You haven't gotten to tell you about all the work drama where you had to fire somebody. Again, you had to fire someone else? That's crazy. She just doesn't want to see Archie and Guns kissing. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. There better be a bromance by the end of... There better be a bromance by the end of this. You've done 24 to 48 hour days. You can handle 6 to 8 hours. It would be longer. It would be longer. Because right now the shifts, I believe, the shifts are like 6-hour shifts. So if I had you at like full shift, like all day, that would be like 12-ish plus hours or something like that. But also, I figured doing it in shifts would allow you guys to enjoy the convention for at least one of the days, you know, during the daytime. Not since the last one, but it escalated a bit and you just wish you could not have them. It's hard to get good help. I know it's difficult for you. I don't know why you have such issues with it. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But then again, I guess I have complaints about work ethics as well. I have complaints about work ethics as well. Ah! Ow. Why is my Steam flashing? Oh, it's because you invited me to Helldive. Why is my Steam flashing at me like this? It's all orange and angry and blinking at me. It's because I invited me to Helldivers. Dude, is Helldivers even installed? Do I even have Helldivers installed? I don't even have Helldivers installed, man. I don't even have yeah, I don't even have Helldivers
For
installed.
Super Earth.
Super Earth. A lot of the Helldiver cosplayers were so dedicated to the role. They were so dedicated to the role. Are you excited for the Switch 2 next week? Not really. I didn't even know it was coming out next week. And I don't know what games are coming out for the Switch 2. In theory, the console sounds great and amazing, in theory. But, one, I don't know what games are coming out for it. And two, I heard there's a lot of controversy about the contract in terms of service. And that, like, Nintendo could straight up just brick your console remotely. So, I'm not, like, fiending for it at launch, I guess. There was so much good Helldivers cosplay at Ascent. Yeah, there was a ton of them. There was a ton of good ones. Isn't Super Earth like half taken over already? Is it losing? Is Super Earth losing? What happens if it's fully taken over? The likelihood of that happening is very rare given you're probably not going to do anything hardware-wise. I'm not a huge fan of it. There's kind of no reason. I mean, there is a reason. Never mind. It's one of those things where like it prohibits what's the feeling I have. It's kind of similar to how like a woman died. It's like a catch-all net, right? To me, it feels like a catch-all net. Similar to how like when a woman died at Disneyland because they fed her something she was allergic to, even though she told them that they were allergic to something, and they straight up could not sue Disney because they were subscribed to Disney Plus, and Disney Plus had like a clause in there that said that you couldn't sue Disney at all. Even so, it's like it's not related to them having the issue at the theme park, but it's just like contractual to the same business company. And to me, that's like a same catch-all net where it's just like, oh, we could just brick up your console even though you've paid money for it. If you do something that we don't like, we brick it. Something that's like totally unrelated to it. Because I think it's like a little bit ambiguous, maybe, because like modifications, I'm assuming they're trying to specify for like what do you call it? What do you call it? I'm trying to remember what it was called. I think it was just like you just mod it to be able to do certain things or something, right? Where I don't know if they have to do it or not, but like where you unregion lock it and allow it to play different games or whatever. I'm assuming they do it because they want to prevent pirating, right? But modifications could mean anything. So it could even mean like if you take apart the Nintendo to install different buttons to make it look more fancy, right? What if there's some weird doohickey like circuitry that can tell when you open it up just to be able to swap out buttons to make it look fancy, and that's considered modification, and the Nintendo's just like and it bricks it up. It's one of those like, but why? Pullers. If they pay for it, they should be able to do modifications. Maybe. Game deletes itself if Super Earth explodes. Does it really? Does it really? Does it start a new Earth? You're taking it back. The Chinese Helldivers held equality on sea, and now we are taking back Prosperity City. Does the game ever end if you like save the entire planet? Does it ever end if you save the entire planet? Fun fact, cars do that too, do they? They brick themselves if you
Democracy.
try to modify? New ones at least. Democracy! Let's go! It's a live service. So more aliens will always come. Can't they have like a special Easter egg where like if Earth is eviscerated from aliens for like 5 minutes, you get like a nice cinematic thing similar to like how Metal Gear did that? If nobody had nukes, you get like a nice movie cutscene. Couldn't they do that for Helldivers? Couldn't it be like if they're alienless for like 5 minutes, it triggers like peace times in our land video footage? I think that would be quite rewarding. Methinks. Maybe. This key jingling is like super distracting, but also very irritating. The keys are pissing me off. They're pissing me off right now because they're not jingling them right. They're not jingling them to my satisfactory. I'm not satisfied by these key jingling. I'm not. I'm being so angry about these key jingling. They're doing it so aggressively. I say, while also reminding myself that I've put it on ×2 speed, so they're probably not jiggling it as aggressively as I think they are. But they are jingling these keys way too aggressively. Hello, Belle. Congratulations on surviving 45 months. You're literally around the same age as I. Jingle D's pants grab! Pants grab these nuts! Hello. Yeah, you guys are the same age now. Hello. What else, where are we? We're literally only an hour and 16 minutes in the keys jingling. We're an hour and 16 minutes in the keys jingling. You don't have any to grab? You don't have any D's nuts to grab? You guys heard it here. Belle has no nuts. These nuts. Don't you have, like, pistachios? Seems legit. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. No salmon? Wait! Wait! The new month is rolling over. New month means new salmon, right? Oh my god. New month. The change of new month, new month, new month. New salmon, new salmon, new salmon. Please. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. So going back to convention talks because I easily get distracted. Hold on. I really need to change the video to something else. These keys are pissing me off. What's a nice like Can we have Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Can I actually play the audio of this? Is this gonna get me copyright? Can I play it at like ×2 speed and like not worry about it? Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. It's a saloon audio thing. Oh, it's Red Dead Redemption 2 saloon audio. Okay, I could do it actually ×1. Let's go back to regular speed so it's not so distorted. It's actually too noisy for me. There's actually too much ambience. This is too much on me. No, this is fine. Let me just lower it a little bit more. Okay. I know you guys can barely hear it. But listen, I go insane. Debatable copyright? No copyright! It's from Red Dead Redemption. It should be fine. Play it at 0.25 speed. Slow it down. Like this. Oh no, that's too distorted.
New Ko-fi shop sale from Sarah.
A shop sale? Oh, did you buy the thing? Did you buy the patch? You did it! You bought the patch! Sarah is gonna be proud owner of patch. Hey Belle, can I borrow your label printer thing? Machine thing? Label printer thing? Can I borrow? Heck yeah! Let's go! Heck yeah! I'll toss a couple of bonus stickers in there since you were the first buyer, I think. I have to check. I'll still toss in a couple of stickers from my batch over here. Yeah. Which one did you get? Did you get the Indollination? Did you get the Indollination? I like the Indonesian patch. Heck yeah, Indonesian! Let's go! Yeah! Donlet badge patch thing. Patch. What was I saying? Costco. Not Costco. Chicago. So I took... So on one of the last days of the event, one of the last days of Chicago, we went on a boat tour ride on the Chicago River. I don't know anything about Chicago, like anything at all. And a majority of the boat ride was just like looking at the really tall buildings. They're super tall, and like talking about the different architectures that made them and all this other stuff and the history of some of the buildings. And like the tour guide, a lot of the only things that like I felt like he kept saying, that like the only information that I retained in my brain was that Chicago was super duper notorious for polluting their river. Their river used to be really, really disgusting, crusty, and filthy, to the point that it lit itself on fire twice. By itself, self-combusted twice. And that apparently Chicago burned all to the ground and they rebuilt from there, and that there's 3 levels of roads in Chicago, which I thought was interesting. That was one of the things that I thought was interesting. But also, they kept talking about how much they polluted their river to disgustingly, and that in order to fix it, they decided their solution for fixing their polluted river that they polluted themselves was not to clean it up. It was to make it somebody else's problem by secretly digging a channel into somebody else's lake. And they changed the direction of flow of their river to go into somebody else's lake. So now all of their pollutants went into somebody else's lake. And that is all I learned from my Chicago River tour. Anybody that is local to Chicago, that is what I learned. It'll go in your lunch bag. Yay! Lunch tool bag. Dawn lit. I was in Chicago? I was in Chicago. I was at ASIN. I was at Anime Central. Yeah. It's on my schedule. Chicago's got a lot of variety in architecture because of all of the burning down. Yeah, they had a lot of that. They did. You're so close to there. You could have come beat you up. I asked you while I was heading in that direction. I asked you if you were going to ASIN, and you said no. If you would be at ASIN, or if you could be at ASIN, and you said no. I did. I think I remember asking you. At least I felt like I asked you. You don't remember? Seems you got the gist of it. Is that really the gist of it? Is that all there was to Chicago? Was that they polluted their river. It combusted twice. That was something he liked to remind us. It self-combusted twice. And then they made it somebody else's problem. That was the river tour. I took pictures of a lot of the buildings that I posted in the Discord. So if you guys were interested in seeing a lot of the buildings, there were some pretty cool ones. My favorite one was the one that looked like river water, and there was a building that has a giant map that says "You are here." It has "You are here" all over it, and it shows like where exactly on the river you are, which I thought was kind of cool. I thought that was kind of cool. Blarg. Architecture burning down, corruption, pretty much, yeah. Did you see the big glass Apple store and the bean? I did see the bean. I did. I did not see a big glass apple, but I did see a giant bean. I took pictures of the bean. I took lots of pictures of the bean. It was kind of funny because, like, we ran up to it. I'm like, bee! And I took pictures of it, and we all took a group picture in front of it. And then I ran off to go take pictures underneath the bean, and everybody's just like, where does she go? Bean! Did you ever get to see the bean? I did see the bean! I saw the bean. I took pictures of the bean. Did I post it? I thought I posted it in the Discord. Did I not post them in the Discord? I posted all the bean pictures. There were so many cool picture shots. I could point to myself at the bean. I could point to myself at the bean. The bean is cool. Next time you go to Chicago, you want to go to the restaurant from the Bear. What is the Bear? What is the Bear restaurant? And what's the glass apple? I don't know what the glass apple is. But I know the bean. I took pictures of the bean. And I secured souvenirs for the relatives. I got a souvenir spoon that features the bean. And I got a shot glass. I didn't want to get a shot glass that was of the bean because that one was kind of dumb. It was literally just a bean, and then they like glued a shot glass on top of it. And the most interesting shot glass to me was one, there was a lot of shot glasses that like referenced Al Capone. And so I got a barrel, like an alcohol barrel, and it talked about Al Capone. But I didn't learn anything about Al Capone during my trip. I didn't learn anything about Al Capone during my trip. But I got a shot glass about Al Capone. Oh, next year the Chicago Field Museum is gonna have a Pokemon exhibit. You wanna try to go to? Yeah, really? I should come too. You get to go to a lot of cool places. You got to go to like Nintendo stuff too. You got to go to like the Nintendo World Land theme park. How was that? I want to go to a theme park. I want to plan going to a theme park. I want to do like theme park trip, but that would require everybody to agree that they will save up budgeting wise. That would require everybody to agree on saving up budget wise to do that. You got to go to the Nintendo Land in October? Oh, you go to it in October. You haven't gone yet? I thought that was like last year. I die. Oh, what is this link? If I can pull up my window to click on it. No die. No cough. Fossil Museum? Pokemon Fossil Museum. Side by side real world fossils. So they have fake fossils, like fake Pokemon fossils. And then they'll sit them next to the real life fossils. So like if there's a Pokemon that's like based off of a mammoth, they'll have the mammoth fake fossils. Question mark. We had to move vacation because of family reasons. Oh, that's okay. Soon, TM, you get to go. Soon. No die. Let me think. What else? Was there anything else in Chicago? Was there anything else that I should have tried at Chicago? Or eaten? I think I had everything. I had some really amazing pasta from some really bougie restaurant. It was tasty. But we made the mistake of getting like 3 appetizers because we thought we would be that hungry because we all didn't eat all day long. So we got 3 appetizers and then nobody ate like a bunch of the
Ads
appetizers.
are dropping in 2 minutes.
If I got like calamari, right? But nobody ate the calamari. If I had known nobody else wanted calamari, I wouldn't have asked for calamari. I had to eat all the calamari by myself on top of like eating half of whatever a falafel thingy, whatever it was they got, as on top of I had like a slice of whatever prosciutto pizza they had. And that was my appetizer, and then they brought out the giant dish of like my pasta. And I was so full, but the pasta was so yummy because it was like steak pasta. It was like steak and mushroom pasta, and it was so creamy and good. And I'm like leaning back in my chair, which is why I'm like not moving much. You're right here. Hi, Fiery. How are you doing? Hi. And then I was so sad because I had saved my dish in the fridge, and so someone else also had the same meal as me, and they didn't finish their food, and I had my food, and then on the last day I had to migrate my food from my fridge to my boss's fridge, and their food was in the fridge, and they left, so they left their food behind, and then when I left, I grabbed one of the bags, which I thought was my food, and then I brought it all the way to California, and then when I went to see Pudding, like, for breakfast, I went and opened it, and was, you know, excited that I could finally eat my pasta. And I opened it, and there's like 2 slices. It was the pasta, but then there was also 2 slices of bread, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I know I didn't take 2 slices of bread. And I'm like, oh no, did I get the other person's meal? And that made me so sad because, like, I'm pretty sure they didn't have as much leftovers as I did. And on top of that, I think they ate all of their steak. So, like, it was just the noodles left. I was like, no. If I had known they left their food, I would have brought both. I would have taken both of the meals. So that way it would have been double the pasta. You missed the souvenirs part since you were in the bathroom, but did you get more? Was this phallic paraphernalia for your sister? I didn't get anything for my sister. No, my sister's not really a huge souvenir person unless you get something that's super quirky and really weird and conversational topic. My sister loved the magnet that I got her, by the way. She immediately put it on her fridge. Like, she was in love with it. It was great. But she's not really a souvenir person unless it's like something outlandish like that. My sister's unhinged that way. My sister's kind of unhinged that way. But I do have relatives that specifically collect souvenir spoons and souvenir shot glasses. So that's the most that I'll go out of my way.
ADSR running for 180 seconds.
What is this lore you're missing? Which lore? About my sister wanting... Oh, when I was overseas, I went and... So I had to get, like, shot glasses and spoons for, like, the 2 designated relatives that collect those. But I only got, like, 1 item for, like, other members of my family. So, like, my brother, I got him, like, a Blarney stone. And for my sister, I got her, like, what was it? David? A David sculpture of his dingling magnet thing. So that I imagined her putting it on her fridge and making it a conversational topic. Which is exactly what she did. Sleepy, congratulations on surviving 8 months. Thank you, thank you. You've been dead unconscious for 12 hours? Oh my god. I hope you're well rested now. Her sister apparently likes that stuff. My sister likes being unhinged. My sister likes being very unhinged a little bit. The ads just hit and you're used to being on YouTube and being able to skip. Uh-oh. I am on YouTube though. I am on YouTube. I am also on YouTube. At least I should be also on YouTube. If you're curious about whatever it is that I'm saying. I am. Hello. Although for some reason YouTube is like a minute in the past. And I'm assuming it's because of YouTube's settings of buffering. Hold on, what is the settings again? YouTube has like a funny setting that always makes it longer, which I currently can't look at because I'm currently streaming. YouTube has like a longer buffer time. It does. The lag is longer, but it's okay. It's okay. It's supposed to give you better video quality, but we don't know if that's true. But we believe in miracles. I'm really in love with these pins, by the way. These badges, these pin badges that I hope to give out, the Dawnlit Honors. I'm kind of in love with them, and I can't wait to make a full set. I'm so excited to give out Dawnlit badges of honor. Is that weird of me? I need to make more. I miss doing merchandising. I used to do a lot of merchandising. I like making little things. Like, I like making things. Rihanna was asking me what's some of the merchandise that I want to make, and I still really want to make pajama pants. I know I've been saying that for like ages. I really want to make pajama pants. I haven't made it yet because like I'm still trying to figure out what the design would be, and it would need to be like what are all of the elements that are Beko, and then paste that onto some pajama pants so that I could have some nice lounge casual pants, because my sweatpants, I got them off of Amazon. I got some purple sweatpants off of Amazon, and they came torn. And I was way too lazy. Like, I think I didn't discover it until like a week later. And I was just way too lazy to like return it. So I have some dingy pants that have a hole in it, much sage. And then I have some other sweatpants that are also purple, but they're just a plain purple. And I want some nice comfy pajama pants that look super cute. That looks super duper cute. Ow, ow. But we'll see. We'll see. The pins look cute though. I like these pins. I kind of imagine having a banner. You know, like the, what do you call them? The tapestry banners, and then decorating that, and then collecting the pins on those. That's a thing, right? And have collecting the pins on the tapestry banners. I don't know where you would put the pins, if I'm being quite honest, because we were talking about like Girl Scout badges and things like that, but like I know you guys aren't gonna wear them on like purple vests like Girl Scouts. Like I know we don't have like purple vests available for like Beko Scouts, and then you could put your badges on there. So like in my brain I'm like, these would go on like a tapestry banner thing, right? Like a sash. Oh yeah, like a Girl Scout sash. Wait. Can we make Girl Scout sashes? Dorito? The little, yeah, the triangle banner things? There's a merch idea, purple vests. Oh my god. Do they make purple vests on the website that I use? You don't see why not? I wonder if there's, I don't think there's vests on the Printify. A sash would be cool. You could. Although I don't know if you guys would normally wear sashes. Also, I think that would make the badges, like the patches. Right now I have the patches on Velcro. So I don't know if that would make it difficult for you guys to sew it. And they're also not like embroidery patches. They're not embroidery patches. They're PVC. So sewing it would be kind of hard. I went with PVC patches because I figured they would be lower maintenance and they would like look a lot better than like embroidery if I didn't get the right embroidery like factory. Like at least with PVC there's less that could go wrong, but like with embroidery, if they don't use like a high enough thread count, it could look kind of janky. It didn't work. Fresh Dorito chips. You're putting it on your military uniform? Oh my god. That would be such an honor. I would be massively honored. I would be massively honored. Dorito chip. Dorito chip. $20. Whoa. You didn't need to buy it, Sarah. You could have waited until like you go and hang out with Belle, and then like have Belle be like a what do you call it? Like a trade mule. You could have gone and hung out with Belle and had a trade mule and get a patch from it. Wear the gold pins on a purple sash for official business and ceremonies. That would be so perfect. That would be so beautiful. I would love it. Beko Scouts, does that mean they go around selling 5 types of smoked salmon in front? Instead of Girl Scout cookies, we sell smoked salmon! Hell yeah! All salmon goods and products, salmon jerky, smoked salmon. Oh my god, and salmon dips. It would be salmon dips, smoked salmon, and salmon jerky. That would be freaking peak right there. It'd be so amazing. And then like a lot of the sales would just be me buying my own stuff. I would just buy my own product. I would just be like, hi, can I get some of the salmon, please? Your aunt makes a good salmon dip? I want some salmon dip. I want some salmon dip. No, Becca, don't get high on your own supply. They always say that, right? Like, you never use your own product. Don't use your own product. Right? Don't get addicted to your own goods and services. But salmon. I'm like trying to think in my head, what salmon group would be willing to sponsor me? What salmon chain exists that could sponsor me? Off note here, what's salmon dip? It's essentially like, you know how you have dips for like chips and crackers? So it could be like sour cream dip or like cream cheese dip or things like that. Salmon dip is essentially just like cream cheese and salmon blended together into a dip form, and you eat chippies or crackers with it, and it tastes like smoked salmon in most cases. Mostly for accounting reasons? Oh, I guess that would make sense. I wonder if the local... No, I'm not big enough. I was gonna say, like, I wonder if the local, like, you know that salmon place that's in Pike Place? That's, like, really tasty and good, and I absolutely love their smoked salmon. And like, we had tantalized in our brains for a slight moment about me reaching out to them for a sponsorship deal. But I'm not super big enough, and I'm also not really popular within my area, right? And that's probably where I would imagine most of their sales would be like within the area. But I wonder if I could ask if I could be like a sponsored mascot. But also, I need more pictures of myself enjoying salmon, I think. It sounds amazing. Beko proudly sponsored by the Department of Fish and Game. I couldn't I? I am a bounty hunter. I could bounty hunt for wild game, and I already eat salmon. Artists, get on it. You know what to do. Salmon! Salmon! Yum yum yum. Yum yum yum. I want it. I want it. Anyway. What just happened? I mentioned I had a ton of boba, right? I feel like I mentioned... Oh my god, when I was in California, everybody was talking about wanting to go to Splash. Whatever Splash is. They were talking about wanting to go to Splash, which I think was like a boy stripper joint. But maybe not a boy stripper joint. Maybe that's not the right words. It was I think it was a gay bar. But I've never really been bar clubbing or club barring. So like, regardless of whatever it was, I would have been interested in seeing what it is like to be of the nightlife behavior. But they ended up, we had an opportunity to go. I had an opportunity to go with Kevin. But I thought
2,204 na has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
we had, hold on. Also, I feel like Becca overestimates how often you see Belle. You've only met him once. Eventually, I'm sure you would see him again, right? Cause you'd rather go see him because you're kind of terrified about seeing me. You're terrified of seeing me. Also, thank you so much for the hydration. Please no nightlife in Cali. Is it bad in Cali? Vicky did not read that right. I went to, so like one of the nights, everybody left to get an In-N-Out. Except for Kevin and I, because we were working late. And so for dinner, we didn't really want to do In-N-Out. So we went to ramen. The ramen was kind of mid, if I'm being quite honest. We did boba, and Kevin walked me back to my hotel. He walked me back to my hotel. Need I remind you, he walked me back to my hotel. I assumed he was turning in for the night. I assumed he was going to go get, like, get on a train and then go back to his hotel, because I literally asked him, I'm like, you have to take a bus to go to your hotel, and he's like, yeah, blah blah blah, the train. And I'm like, okay, I'll see you later. And I went back into my room and I did some work, and then I retired for the night. And then like 2 nights later, during dinner, during the staff dinner, I asked him, like, are we going to this splash thing that you guys were wanting? Because, you know, I was curious. And Kevin was just like, I already went to Splash. I'm like, when did you go to Splash? Like, Kevin secretly has some crazy, like, nightlife. Like, I don't know how he fits all of these things into his schedule. And still, like, somehow goes to bed before anybody else. And he's just like, I went to Splash when we had Robin. I'm like, when did you do that? And he's like, well, after you left, we could have gone together. But you just kind of left and turned in. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought you were turning in for the night. He was just like, Splash is like right next to your hotel. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, the Splash bar thing is like right next to your hotel. I guess it's like, I don't know where it is, but it was right next to my hotel. And then that's where he went after dropping me off. He went to Splash, chilled there for maybe like 30 minutes, and then went to his hotel. And I'm like, wah! But it's fine. You are a very handsy cat, your own words. I am. I'm a curious cat. I am a curious cat. Also, you gotta hop off since you have to go back to being unconscious, but you don't know how. Maybe you don't know. Maybe Tylenol. Yes. You could also try vitamins. Yes. Bro. This is why communication is important. I know! It's why he didn't once invite me. Like, when I was just, like, turning in, or I'm just like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. He didn't, like, stop me and was just like, do you want to go to Splash? He never once invited me to Splash. There was no there was no invitation. So how was I supposed to know that he was going to go to Splash? And I had the misunderstanding that he was heading back because I asked him, like, he had to take public transportation to go back. I'm like, you gonna call an Uber or you take the bus back to your hotel? That's literally me asking, like, he's turning in too? You go back to your hotel? He didn't invite me. Possibly NyQuil, possibly. I can't read this. What does it say? Count backwards from potato. You don't know, you're gonna probably do all three? All three at once. Invite yourself. Well, I didn't know he was going that night. That's the thing. I thought he was going back to his hotel. I didn't know he was going anywhere else. We had ramen, we got boba, and then we literally said, shall we head back? Shall we head back? Let's go back. That's what I said. That's what we said. And we're like, okay. Goes to my hotel. I ask. he has to take public transportation to go back to his hotel because his hotel was just like the 15 minutes away or something. And he was like, yes. He takes the train. And I'm like, oh, okay. Please have safe time back. And then I left. There was no invitation to Splash, so I have no idea what Splash is like. What this Splash... Hold on. What is... Let me actually take a look. San Jose Splash Club. Was it a club? Bar. We'll just do bar. Splash bar. Oh yeah, it's a gay bar. Oh my god, it has... Oh wait. I was gonna say, oh my god, it has rooftop. But it's rooftop smoking patio. We don't like smoking. But that would have been cool. That's okay. You know what place I did like when I was in San Jose that we visited like once? We visited once and I kind of want to go back and like hang out and chill and stuff. There's a place called Guild House. There's a place called Guild House there. And it's pretty cool because it's like an internet cafe, but it's an internet cafe in one area, but then it's also a bar in another area. And apparently they also have like fighting game tournaments and things like that. So there's also like a lot of gaming. And I didn't get to see the other area, but there's also like tabletop games. So it was actually really, really cool. But we went there just so that Pudding can practice playing the game with his friend. So we went there so that Pudding can practice before the actual convention started. But I would like to go back. I think that'd be a cool place to hang out and go back to. After party. I wonder if they have karaoke. Oh my god, we have to go karaoke for Off-Kai. That's one of the things we have to do. Aha bar? Aha. It's aha. Hi Spaz, how are you doing? Hold on. Where's a good San Jose karaoke? Do we know good karaoke places? Oh my god. What is the best karaoke? Also, I don't know how to secure or look at karaoke. How does one judge a karaoke place? How does one judge a karaoke? Oh god, hello. There's a place called Idol Karaoke. The walls are kind of fun. And then there's a place called Music Tunnel KTV, which has a lot of ratings, but it's like 30. Also, how much should karaoke cost actually? How much should karaoke cost? You don't sing unless it's Backstreet Boys. We can sing Backstreet Boys. It's VTubers. You have to do karaoke. Get your money up. Are we singing now at Off-Kai? We are. We're singing now at Off-Kai. Biku! Uncle, how are you? What's up? What's up? What's up? Also, hello, Kaiju. You got to try out your new Magic the Gathering deck? Oh my god, how was it? How was your Magic the Gathering deck? What kind of deck was it? What color? Wearing that fancy red hat. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Let me see. Oh, nope. We want the hat. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Hold on. Not that one either. There we go. Howdy. Showing that I don't use my toggles that often. It's per hour. Uncle is also a hat person. Yeah. Per hour? Are y'all talking about them naughty hotels? Kaiju, you're gonna do karaoke with us, right? Oh my god. Can Kaiju? Are you gonna be hanging with us? Are you gonna hang out with us during Off-Kai, or do you have like your own group things? Like, do you wanna do like hangouts with us, the staffing in the group and stuff? Huh? The trick about wearing hats is fedoras without making it look cringe is you gotta hide your eyes with it. Yeah, exactly. That's why like we have like the hat partially covering one eye every so often. Just for the cool factor. Just for the cool factor. Been modifying one of the Dusk Morn precons, red and black. Didn't win, but was a really close match from the last game. You can do karaoke. Ah, you gotta go to Offkai. Butterfly's cousin is gonna tag along with you and him. How old is the cousin? It's up to him, you guess. Butterfly! Hold on. Butterfly. Butterfly. Do you karaoke? Oh my god! I just saw the gif Gonzalez posted me when I get my Donlet medals. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. I want to eventually make so many decorated, beautiful medals. They'll be great and beautiful. I tried to make them look as like bougie. I was like trying to look at other medals and what other medals look like. I was trying to make them look bougie. Like 20 something? Okay. Oh, she? A girl? A girl? A girl? A girl? I mean a girl? I mean a girl? I mean a girl? Is she a girl? How many are gonna sing? We're gonna be the idol group Offkai needs, but doesn't deserve. Yes. You can't afford cons, but maybe some year. Some year eventually. Actually, depending on what the staffing is, would you be interested in like PAX or something? Helping out at PAX. I don't know what the staffing is. It's too far in advance. If a convention is more than like a month away, my boss tends to not think about it, which is very unfortunate planning because I tend to need to know what I'm doing months in advance. 20 something. The last time Bloodify karaoke'd in front of a VTuber, horrible things happened. So he has karaoke'd in front of a VTuber before? He has? He sung in front of a VTuber? Woman, you're way too cool. Pepper spray, you're way too close. Ah! What do you mean? Don't pepper spray my women. I know I like them spicy, but don't pepper spray my women. Collect all medals and get the Donlet Medal of Honor. You know what the sad thing is that Gonzalez would never be able to collect all of the medals. Right? Gonzalez would never be able to collect all of the medals. I already know this. Because I've already like planned out what all the medals are. And one of the medals I don't believe Gonzalez will ever get. Hello, AK. That's a nice mouth you have there. It will be a shame if it got stuck. Hey, Bloodify. Are you guys like set like in terms of like you're gonna do your own stuff and like activities and things like that? Slash, do you want to like go karaoke with us like one of the nights and stuff and planning and like hang out and whatnot? You wanna bring Kaiju and your cousin, your she cousin, and karaoke. The more the merrier, as they say. Be getting ready to stuff. You know he likes to be double stuffed. It was rigged from the start. GG Gons. I know. There isn't enough alcohol in the world to get you to sing karaoke, let alone in front of a VTuber. Are you sure about that? Also, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everybody's just gonna be there and sing and have fun. Don't worry about it. You have no idea what you're doing over there. Bloodify, you want to do like after convention activities and hang out with the group and stuff and do karaoke? You want to... One of the nights we definitely are doing of the karaoke. You want to karaoke with our group on one of the nights? Black. Each other, you guess we are. Yeah! She might come if she does come. Heck no. She has too much information on you. Don't deprive me of my women. Don't deprive me of my women. Girl! Grill! Grill! Also though, also on the same vein, girl, girl, as Avi says, girl, does not know how to, communicate with women, has no idea how to communicate with women. If you get drunk enough, you'd sing Pippa the Rippa to Pippa. Oh, she would probably scream at you. She'd probably go, she'd die. First off, it was in a VC with others. You weren't exactly in front of her. Aww. But now you could do it in a room filled with VTubers. Huzzah! If it works, if it's work, and the travel, entry, and room is paid for, yeah, you could probably work a con with you. You'd need to figure out what's needed to board a plane, though. PAX is in the area. You would just need to drive like 5 hours in the area. In the area. It's in the city. It's in downtown. PAX is in downtown. What? You had to step away? Why is the cute cat so close? Because woman. No memes. Leave my cousin alone, you harlot. How dare you call me a harlot? I would do nothing of the sort other than possibly talk to her about scooters. What harm could I possibly do? Is women no can talk to women? Dude, women are kind of intimidating. The women are kind of really intimidating. I should know. I've seen a lot of women, and they're kind of intimidating. You know what I mean? Stay away from his cousin. You've got dibs. Oh, never mind. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to cross boundaries. Check your mailbox. Oh crap. You had that on pre-order? Which one? What did you have on pre-order? You can drive? You can drive now! There you go! A woman. I know, right? Deal with your cat first, and then you can go for his cousin. What is this? What are you posting? Watch it! It's in the area. It's like downtown, uptown. 5 hours. It'd be great if you could get your truck running safer before then. That's true. Wild? Wild. Wild! Oh my god, speaking of reading things completely wrong. Speaking of reading things completely wrong. Did I post a picture of the thing that I read completely wrong? Hold on. It's in this one. Yeah, okay. I was in the car with Pudding and like two of my booth staff members. And Pudding has like a Tic Tac. It has a Tic Tac canister. Uptown girl. She been living in. What's the difference between uptown and downtown, by the way? We're scaring the hose with this. So we were in the car, Pudding's car. Pudding has some Tic Tacs, and something conversation. They ask, "Is there a prize on the Tic Tac?" Like Pudding was confused. They don't understand why they had Tic Tacs. Because they never get Tic Tacs. And the staff was just like, it's been forever since they've had Tic Tacs, and Pudding's like, yeah, I wonder why I went out of my way to get Tic Tacs, and I'm just like, I looked at the Tic Tac box, and I'm like, you got the Tic Tacs because you wanted to go. I pick up the Tic Tac box, looks at it. You wanted to win tickets to go to Lola Palo Oza. I thought it was zero at first, right? And so I read it like this. You wanted to go to Lola Palo Uza. And I'm just reading it like this over and over again. And like Pudding grabs the TikTok box from me, takes a look at it, and then gives it back to me. And it's just like, why are you reading it like that? I'm like, what are you talking about? It says here, Lola Palo Uza. And then Pudding's just like, dude, you mean was it Lollapalooza? Lollapalooza? And I'm looking at it. And then I throw the Tic Tac box. I throw the Tic Tac box out. And I'm like, that's terrible graphic design. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Oh my god. Jesus Lord Almighty. This is freaking hilarious. Listen! Do you see the graphic design? Do you see how they've split it up? They've split it up as Lola Palo Uza. They split it up. How am I supposed to know it was supposed to be? Is this one world? Wait, how is this normally written? Yeah, it's normally one word. It's normally one word, and they've split it up into 3 words. Becca really did the Sasa Lele. What is that? Sasa Lele? Sasa Lele? Sasa Lele? Not gonna lie, you'd probably read it like that too, but in your defense, you're not that smart. Lollapalooza. Lola Palo Uza. Sale? Why are you splitting it up like that? You wrote Sasa. Because this side was like that. The Sasa Lele. Sasa Lele. The vertical sale. I'm pretty sure sale signs like that are split up differently. I'm pretty sure they're split up with more spacing than just that. Within Beko, there are 2 cats fighting. One thinks only of salmon, the other thinks only of scooters. You know what? That's actually kind of fair. That's probably really accurate too. Which one wins, the salmon or the scooter? Place your bets and find out what cat day it is today. You're gonna have an aneurysm? Have that aneurysm. Have it pop. Have it pop. Have it gushate like a Gushers candy. Suck on it. Take back in your red blood cells. And find healing. Yeah. You would assume. Me? Yes. Becca, you posted it in the tea room. What are you posting in the tea room? What are you posting? What are you? Oh. Sasa Sale! I think that's easier to see, right? Because there's clearly a spacing right in the middle. There's spacing in between the 2 sasas, right? Look at the sign. It's sale. There's a clear, distinctive spacing. I just took a look at the freaking out of context conversations. Sasa, Lele. Also, on a random note, in terms of like the Discord, or wait, did you guys post it? Who posted it? I think I saw something that there was gonna be like a K-pop animation. I saw the trailer for the K-pop animation, and I kind of low key I'm excited to see that, but I think it comes out in like June 20, when we're supposed to be in Offkai. So I hopefully need to remember that after Offkai, I really want to watch the K-pop Demon Hunter animation on Netflix. Because most likely I'm gonna be super tired from Offkai. I'm gonna forget that this animation came out and that I wanted to watch it. Holy crap, they're selling salsas. Wait, salsa? Salsas. Salsas. Who's selling the Zaza? The Zaza Huza? But yeah, karaoke. Also, did I close my tab? I think I just closed my tab. Karaoke. San Jose. Music Tunnel. More places. Where's the convention center? I don't know where the convention center is. Goose Town Lounge. Idle Karaoke. Javis Keys Club. What is this? That's a nightclub! Why is there a picture of an animal? Is there an animal at this club? Does an animal reside in this club? Genting. How much does this club cost? This one looks like a fun club. Does this have a website? Does this club have a... How much is a small room? Wait, hold on. Where's the website? Show me how much this costs. Pricing. Hell no. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's look for another one. This one was $58 per hour. It looks really nice though. Wait, what's the menu items? What kind of food do you serve? No food. No menu. Currently no menu to serve. Okay. This one looked really nice though. Man, this looks really nice. You heard your name? Hi, Archie. Can I just say, Bekogenning is one of the cutest language. Thank you. Thank you for learning Bekogenning. Okay, you ready for Redacted in July? Oh, you know, Redacted gonna go cray-cray. Are you guys going to Anime Expo? Is that what Redacted is? Are you... Hey, are you guys interested in working Anime Expo? Do you already have your badges? I'm joking. Ubga. The going to the say gags. Guh. Okay, let me look for another karaoke place. Is this a karaoke place? That's not a karaoke. Professional karaoke. That sounds... Bana? That's not karaoke. It's giving me places that are not karaoke. Karaoke bar? Where is this located? Show me where this resides. My Google Maps is now officially broken. It's not letting me click on anything. We refresh. Okay. Oh, dick! Go back. What do you think you're doing? Okay, this is a karaoke bar. A karaoke bar is different than regular karaoke, right? Karaoke, you're reserving a room. It's a bit private. It's just you and your friends. But a karaoke bar is like you're singing in front of strangers, right? You're singing in front of strangers. So we don't want that, right? A karaoke bar is more intimidating, I'm assuming. Private party. How much is a private party? No, we don't want this. If it's but they're big drinks. Professional karaoke, isn't that an oxymoron? Maybe it is. Awesome, Megs. You'll publicly e-beg for a crayon gift sub right now? Where are your sugar daddies, Kaiju? Where are your sugar daddies? We're not going to Anime Expo? You're not? Really? You're really not? Not in July? Why? You can give it, but you need a reason. Kaiju, Outlaw's asking you to meow for them. You gotta meow like you mean it. With karaoke places, you rent rooms. Yeah, specific places, not bars. You don't know, guess you long for the unemployed days. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Bars are just singing on a stage. Military intelligence? Military... Meh? Hop on VC and meow on stream. Wait! Let me hop in VC too! Dick. It's using my speakers. Is this set up? Get out of here. You're not meowing.
We doing this?
You're not meowing. Get out of here. Why is it coming through my... Hachu. Hachu. Get out of here. Where's the kick button? Oh no, don't kick him from the server. That's not what I wanted to. How do I? Guys. Do I just kick him? If I kick him, that's not the right thing. He left on his own. Kaiju meow! You were gifting the sub and her channel trailer played and all you heard was no manches. I don't think I have a channel trailer. Is for content. Damn, she killed AK. That wasn't AK, that was Archie. AK needs to get in here. How could she do this to her BBG? You didn't want her to risk Becco server kicking. I couldn't figure out. I'm like, there's no kick button. There's like no kick him. Chicken does it all the time. How does he make it look so easy? If AK won't do it, you can't. AK, look, they're asking for the meows so that you could go get your baby G payment. In the meantime, I'm going to look for more karaoke. I think this one is gonna be the one that's like the closest to the convention. But what are your rates? How much? How much is room? I must know. Weekday, early weekend discount. Bring your own fee, 25. What is BYO? Bring your own what? BYO? Bring your own? Bring your own what? Bring your own fee. What is a bring your own fee? One-time BYO fee. Sing more, spend less. Limited time offer. 20% off on weekdays, weekends. $40 per hour, up to 4 people. $40 per hour, up to 4 people. So, how many people do we have in the group? Hell nah, do it, coward, coward. Ooh, everybody's asking for Kaiju to be in here so they can meow. What if I just run an ad right now? Did we already run an ad? What if I run an ad to subject Kaiju to being in ads, and then we'll all talk about stuff? Of course you'd know how to spell it since you... Let's run an ad, guys! It looks like it's time to run an ad! Gah.
ADSR running for 180 seconds.
12 months for Doobie, then perhaps how dare you? Everybody. So now that we're in ads and Kaiju can't see the stream, let's plot devices here. So when Kaiju and Bloodify are at Offkai, we're all gonna like circle around Kaiju and do the Spider-Man point in the circle, all at Kaiju in the center. No, I'm joking. You're such a kitten. Hurry up and hop in. Oh no, if only Kaiju had what do you call it? The subscription. Oh no, missing out on peak content. What's some peak content we can look at here? Let's see. Actually, let's go do some karaoke like right now. I'm joking. Need to tackle him. He doesn't want to be seen by me. He doesn't want to see me. He's quite terrified. I don't think he would approach it. He would not approach it. Peak content? Ha! Peak? I don't know. We need pink. He has a sub badge? He can hear us? Can he? Then why is he asking for like subscription and is like needing to meow? You'll hold his hand, don't worry. He can earn a badge. He can earn one of these badges. Look. If he survives a glompage, he can earn Dawnlit Honor, Glomp Survivor. He can earn a badge. He has the potential to earn a badge. A sub to another streamer? How dare you? You wanted to make the Bakaneko look like a fool? Look a fool. That's not hard. The best way to deal with shy people is extreme exposure. Exactly. This is why I'm like super active, bold, and extroverted when I'm hanging out with my shy friends, but when I'm hanging out with my extroverted friends, I become the shy, reclusive one that sits in a corner and just starts people watching. That's why we're doing Redacted in July. What the frick are you doing in July? The only events I have going on in July is I'm going to Anime Expo. What else happens in July? There's another event that I'm doing in July. I have my birthday, but obviously I'm working on my birthday. What is this? Why did they send me pictures of some person dressing up as Malort? There's somebody who's dressed as a Malort liqueur. Huh? Okay, hold on. Gah. Somebody is watching a doobie stream and telling me things. And I assume this is something that I need to do this very second. how do I word this? Representation. Entertainment. Hull. This one. If you are inclined, I would something working out something new uh 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 what do I do? What do I do? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Think. I need a link to a thing. Not that thing. I need... where was this placed? Pitch. Is this my current pitch deck? This is my current pitch deck. Okay. Well, where's my other pitch deck? Do I need to download this pitch deck and then re-upload my pitch deck? I think I need to. Download PDF. Go here. Sorry, I know I'm streaming. Hold on. Pitch decks. Go to my downloads. Hope the pitch deck shows up. Hope the pitch deck shows up. While it's downloading though, let me catch up on chat here. Not the Marlot. I don't know what the Malort is. Dinner time? Okay. You disappointed? You did not get to introduce the cat to Marlort. Freaking Bloodify, you swear? No, it's not Bloodify that's messaging me. It's one of my staff, my booth staff members. A link to a think. A link, you think? Tense keyboard. Sorry. I'm like keyboard, yeah, keyboard mashing really hard. Okay. Refresh. Okay, did it download? Here we go. Okay, and then upload. Dirty rats. It wasn't Bloodify. It was a booth staff member that was DMing me something. And I need to do this. Share copy link. Okay. Here. It's a pitch deck to help you know a little bit about pushy push. Do I say that they're technically my Oshi? I mean, technically they are. Technically they are. But I don't know if that's cringe on the first DM. Okay. I actually don't know if I'm allowed to post links here. And I need... I need to find whatever was the best. Where's my other phone? Let you hear it in the tea room. Am I still in the tea room, actually? I didn't realize I'm in the tea room. I should probably leave the tea room. Marlar is an infamous liquor, proudly referring to itself as the champagne of pain. Why the champagne of pain? Why specifically the champagne of pain? Okay, hold on. I need to figure out what is the best footage I have. Oh my god. Ooga, ooga. You might hear some things. Because I need to figure out which one's the best footage. No, let me see here. What's the... Why is my battery low? Okay. Hello? Nahil! Hello, thank you so much for the follow! I believe this is on YouTube. Welcome, welcome in! Sorry. Let's do this one, I think. Okay, let me upload this video. This one is the 16 second. 16 seconds, alright! Oh yeah! Seconds. Where's my pitch decks? Where's my pitch decks? Pitch decks. And then add, upload a file, photos and videos. Why did they make this hard? Recent videos. Give me the videos. It was the 16-second one? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Upload. Yes, upload. Okay, so now I gotta let that upload. What are we saying now? What'll it take for you to love you again? Who are you talking to? Bloodify? Bloodify always loves you. Hop on VC BBG. Let you hear it. The T-Rim VC. Bloodify's Oshi. What about Bloodify's Oshi? Yes? What else will it take for you to... Only the best footage will do. It's infamously bitter and foul tasting. Its primarily flavor is wormwood. What the heck? That's a tree, right? Wormwood? Plant thing? Tenma? What about Tenma? What about Tenma? Michan? Hehehe. You still think the Pippa on the cross was the best one from that con? There was videos. I wish I could have recorded the whole thing. I mean, I wish there was footage of the whole thing. Okay, let me check. Is this the one that I'm... Oh, video is still processing. Okay, let me take a look at it on the website now. Video is still processing. Okay, that's fine. Share, copy link. Video is still processing. Marlot is good stuff, but not to everyone's taste. I probably wouldn't like it because every single alcohol they gave me was not good. We had a recent convention. We had a recent presence at ASEN where we held
Senator Salungguhit Popon Fresh has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
We are constantly trying to do more and more interesting things with our presence Gulp. I really don't want to tell them that they're my Oshi because I feel like that's kind of cringe, right? I feel like that's kind of cringe. I don't want to tell I don't want to tell them that they're my Oshi because I think that's kind of cringe. If you would also love to possibly have you on board. Was something you were also interested in. Okay. Okay. Hello, heard. You're looking. I feel like representation is not the right word to say here, because it's not exactly representation. Housing? Hosting? Booth hosting? Looking for booth hosting? What is in there? If you're inclined, be interested in working out something, help you a little bit about blah. Also, love to possibly have you on board. Something you're interested in. We had recent presents where we held Collins. We are constantly trying to do more interesting things with our presents. Hope to hear from you. Cool. Okay. 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 Be strong, my gentle nerves. And send. Ah, Dick! Is it gonna ban my account again for trying to send links? Pass a challenge. My account has been locked again! Did it send the message? It probably didn't send the message. It didn't send the message. I'm so mad I didn't. I have to make a habit of like copying and pasting my message before I press send, because every single time I post a link, it nucking locks the company account. Okay, I have to write it again. Hey, I heard on your stream that you were looking for a booth to host your presence. Excellent. And we have a some booth in the entertainment hall. I'm just like trying to remember everything that I wrote. I'm trying. Would love to. What did I say, La? 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 I'd be interested. Interested in don't like that wording. We'd be interested. Wear your pito. You're a huge inspiration to me. I don't want to say that because I feel like that's like a red flag. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like that, like there's two different scenarios that can happen with that, where like, oh, they feel honored, but then oh, it's just like, oh, this will be like a little bit less professional because they run into the risk of like, oh, this is gonna be parasocial, and I can be, you know, pretty business. Stop posting links. I need to post links. Okay. Let me see. We would be interested in what did I say last time? With you and whatever ideas you had, I would also be honored if you I don't want to say honored now. Like, now I don't want to say honored. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do want to say. Deck. YouTube view and more. Where we recently did we recently held presence at ASN where hosted Collins projector screen. We are always working towards making these more interesting. put ideas in your head, and if it is something. Okay. Okay, let me just reread it. I have no links. Uh Okay, parsing send. Wait, let me copy. Pressing send. Okay, message sent. Now, copy link. Let's see if it freezes my thing. Okay, is it gonna freeze me? Okay, link sent. And yay! Not frozen account. Let's go. Okay, closing the work tab. Okay. I'm sorry that took me so long. I'm so sorry. Sent onyo lemao. No, straight to jail. It keeps doing that. Twitter likes to freaking freeze my account when I'm trying to like write business emails in DMs. Stop posting the links. Maybe you've been you guess you can kind of see that. Yeah, Becca's very personal. I'm not parasocial. I'm not parasocial. I'm very business lady. Hello, Dinah. How do you do? Honor sounds good. You honor my family. You honor me. You honor my family. You honor my honor. Your honor. Your honor. You're after work. Good luck getting through the spam filter. Guys, I'm just a big fillet of Spam. I've been lying to you this whole time. You thought I was an internet cat girl, but I'm actually just spam. I'm a bucket of spam. Don't say your knees get weak and you have mom's spaghetti in your pocket doesn't work. It never does. It never does. She didn't get banned. Let's go! She lies as easily as she breathes. What if I have trouble breathing? Not as much as Avi, but definitely some. Gah! Fry her up. Dude, spam? Fried spam is actually kind of tasty. It's actually kind of tasty. Low key, not gonna lie. Fried spam. Let's go! Let's go, let's go! Can you recreate the sounds the frogs make where you're from? Wait. Like that? Only louder. They would be louder, I think.
Clips or it didn't happen.
She turned into a squeaky toy. They literally say their name, dog. What do you mean they say their name? The frogs say their name? What are they called? Like that? Is their name Koki? Someone mentioned it in Obby's server and you remember you tried recreating their noises? Yeah! Miss Saporana? Saporana. Why is there so many live streams of Final Phase house stream? Why are there so many perspectives of the same event? Like, it's the same guys and it's just different perspectives. Why is it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's like 5 streams of like the same exact event from different perspectives. Why are there so many? And what is a Phase house? Is there more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6. There's 6 streams. There's 6 streams of the same group of guys filming each other. It's guys filming each other in a circle of filming each other. You can somewhat recreate the noise with a whistle. Yeah, it needs to be more high pitch. Hello. You're new and bad at talking and greetings. So, fun facts: baby owls sleep on their stomach because their heads are heavy and hard for them to sleep upright. So they sleep on their stomachs to distribute the weight evenly and breathe comfortably while asleep. They're planking. Owls that plank. Let's go. What do you mean, bot? Are there bot? They're just dropping some owl nerd facts, man. We were talking about owls, right? They're just dropping some owl nerd facts. Destroy them and give the. Are they? No, you guys. What the heck? Is it? Are you getting? You know random things for some reason. Exactly. See? What the frick? Owl facts. Did you know owls are immensely dumb and stupid, but they're like built for only one thing? Like they're only good for hunting. They're only good for hunting, and then anything else, they're completely inept. Zack Snyder's The Guardians of the Gahoo. Owl facts. Let's go. Let's go. Owl facts. Owls are not to be trusted these days. I knew some people that are owl coded. They were super smart and then super herpaderp. They were super smart and then super herpaderp. For everything else. Literally everything else. But they're very talented and skilled at like one thing and one thing only. Owls are kind of cute. Although, deadly talons. Very deadly talons, but they're so fluffy. Also, they sleep on like one leg. And so they tuck their leg inside of themselves. And you think owls are super fluffy, but they're actually wearing like a feather dress. And they have freaky deaky, long, gangly, skinny legs. They have long, gangly legs under there. Did you know that? The feather skirt. The feather skirt eludes otherwise. Owl facts. Dun, 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 dun. With that being said, though, you guys feel like going into the capsule? You guys feel like going into the capsule? It's capsule time. I almost wanted to find like an owl stream to just toss you in. Just confuse the living heck out of them and just toss you into an owl stream. Just for the heck of it. To be fair, does a wild raptor need to be anything other than efficient killers? That's true. You missed the owl idol? Man. Don't remind me about the rain. Don't remind me about the rain. Can you make a target suggestion? What's the target suggestion? I did see. What do you mean? What do you mean, Doobie? She, ha, 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 ha. Mizuki? Intimidation is real. What the frick is she doing? Although Doobie is more intimidating. Like, big intimidation. Bloodify, I know. I'll gift you a sub to her if you do. You'll give me a sub to Doobie if I raid into Doobie? Do you see how tiny I am, though? Do you see how tiny I am? Why does that matter? Because I get intimidated. I get intimidated, man. Okay. I do like Doobie. I do like Doobie. Doobie is like my Kamiyoshi. Doobie is like my Kamiyoshi. Gah. Gah. I don't... If not Doobie, then raid Pippa. Is Pippa streaming right now? And is she streaming on Twitch? Like, not is. I mean, she is. Like, is. Like is. She likes science and tech. Well, no, science is a loose term, right? What we mean is, like, she likes experimenting. She likes tech. She's super smart. She's real great. She funny. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, whoa, ooh, ooh, oh, whoa, ooh, ooh. Oh, whoa, ooh, ooh, oh, whoa. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Peppa's also streaming, but is she streaming on Twitch? Does Peppa stream on Twitch? Oh crap, she is streaming on Twitch. I don't know if I want to raid in Pippa. Oh, she's doing a group stream though. She's doing a group thing. We're gonna do Doobie because of that sweet tier 3 sub that Bloodify is hoisting up, and we like supporting Doobie, and then we'll see if I regret my life actions. I don't think it lets me raid. I just punched it in, I think. Yep. Settings do not allow you to raid at this time. I'm probably too small, guys. I'm probably too small to raid her. So I can't raid her. I'm probably too small. I can't raid her. What Becco means is Doobie is a fellow war crime when oh, I mean, when you put it that way. You ain't even say anything. Thanks for trying. Check the inbox anyways. Thank you. I received a sub. Thank you. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. I thanked you back. Thank you. Who's going to be playing Dead Space for the first time? This is why we love Bloodify. Yeah, Bloodify is the dog. No, people can limit. Yeah, people can limit who raids and by numbers and viewers in the raid. Yeah. Can't or won't? Yeah, it's I can't. What do you mean charge backing? What are we charge backing? Cause I called you the dog? Isn't that a compliment? He's AFK at the moment? Oh. Nah. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, guys, get in the pod. Get in the pod. Let's go. Let's go. Also, why is Kaiju in the tea room? Is he in the tea room? Hi, dog.
What the fuck?
Hi,
What is he
dog.
doing here?
Hi, dog. Hi, Kaiju.
Oh my god.
What's
Oh
up?
god. I
What's
hear
up?
double. Jesus Christ,
Hi.
my ears.
Hello. We're about
Oh,
to raid. Are you excited?
okay.
You're getting in
Yeah,
the pod. Get in the
I'm so
pod, little
excited.
worm.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I
Yeah,
want to say
yeah.
this.
Yeah?
Nyan 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 ni hao nyan. Gorgeous, delicious day culture. You wouldn't know that because you don't watch Peak. You don't watch Mecca because you don't watch Peak.
Mecca? Do
Yeah,
you...
it's from Macross Frontier.
Oh, is it? You mean it's not from Ranma?
Nah.
Oh, never
I'm gonna be
mind.
honest with you. I've never watched Ranma.
Oh.
But yeah, watch Macross. It's
Let's go. Let's go.
Clips or it didn't happen.
He was clipped. And we're about to raid. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.